But hindi lang sa Pilipinas ang growth. I'm also very happy to report that we've been pushing this brand internationally. And again, despite a very high base, we grew by 70%, more than 70% in 2017. So that's a Philippine brand going global. And towards the end of the year, around October or so, we've been working at it for 2 years. We're one of the toughest markets in the world is Israel because of regulatory issues. We were able to penetrate the Israel market successfully, making Israel the 60th country where Century Tuna is available. Nakpakan niyo naman ang Century Tuna. And Arna Mangueira. Okay. 60 countries. So it's truly now becoming a multinational brand coming from the Philippines. We're actually the #1 supermarket brand in China, as I always say. We're probably depending on what report you read, we're either #1 or #2 in Vietnam. And of course, we have an unassailable hold here in the Philippines. And surprise to many, we are the #3 brand against very strong players, international players in the Middle East. So that's a Philippine brand showing the best of the world that we can compete. Yeah. So, but this year, siyempre, kahit na maganda yung growth mo last year, on the previous year, you need to continue to drive performance. Luckily, 2018 is a Superbot year. Superbot continues to be our strongest equity pillar for the brand. Every time we run Superbots, we get a groundswell of interest, buzz, digital posts, and dramatic improvement in sales because of the excitement and the interest generated by the brand and the event in Superbots. And again, many of you here were with us in Boracay, at the Palace Pool Club, in this long 10-year journey to Superbot. And this year is our 12th year of running Superbot for Century. So, but sa dami, in the many times that we've ran Superbots, we don't want it to become relegated to a predictable, have been there, done that event. We said we need to stay relevant as an event. Otherwise, we might become a Bikini Open competition so we wanted to continuously improve on how we've been executing Superbot. And today, it's still the highest paying model search in the country. But we said it has to go beyond relevance beyond the models and the Superbots of the Philippines. We said we needed to expand the relevance of the event. So, pinag-isipan namin, there was a good response to the Gen X campaign, the Red campaign last year. So we figured, how do we continue that momentum? When you think of fitness, maybe baka sawa na kayo sa picture ko doon, dito naman ako tatayo. So, nandiyan pa yung mga artista natin. Nauubusan na ako ng repartee. So anyway, so when you think of fitness, you have to go back to when there was like a structured system of formation. All of us, or many of us, were privileged to go through this structured system of development, which was basically school. Pag nag-aaral tayo, we would go through the rigors of the system of academics, which teach us to build our mind and intellect, analytical skills, critical skills, life skills as well, so that you become acceptable in the social environment, spirituality, have inner peace and meaning and direction in your life, and to provide the moral compass. But part of that structure is always physical health. And you have to remember, it's there not to kill time for students, it's there to form, for the formative purpose of developing a fit, sound mind, a body, and soul. The fitness part is delivered by physical education. So it becomes part of our overall, as I call, structured learning experience. But as we age, there comes a point na as young people, health is what you would call maybe taken for granted. because you're young or youthful, then you are therefore healthy. But as we age, after we leave school, then the academics help us to be productive, the social skills, the life skills, help us to integrate with our peers. The spirituality gives us a moral compass. But what many of us seem to drop is the physical component of continuous development. And that's why the aging process actually sets in and even accelerates as we get older. And this is what we said, pwede ba natin, can we influence this thought and this pattern? So we looked at certain examples or some examples. And as you know, this is now the digital age. The ones that getting a lot of viral attention are these two individuals from Singapore. Cindy Lam is 50 years old, but she doesn't look a day over 49. So that's Cindy Lam. And super bad, at 50, that's how she looks. And supposedly without any cosmetic enhancements, and I kind of believe it. And then there you have there Chuan Lutan, the photographer from Singapore. He's part model, part photographer, part blogger. He looks 21 or 25, doesn't look a day over 25. And he's really ripped. And he's 50. By today, this picture was taken last year. I don't know if he's already 50, 51. So that provided inspiration for what we wanted to do for Superbots. We wanted Superbots to be more relevant, to be more inspiring, and to prove to many that fitness is actually a choice and not necessarily time-bound. Hindi porke 45 ka na, your metabolism is slowing down, then you accept that you become physically age 45, for example, you can still fight off time and still be as fit as Chuan Du and Cindy La. So we said, let's use this as the anchor for the 2018 Superbot event. So, syempre, kailangan magbenta ng tuna. Behind that concept, of course, is you have to combine the powerhouse nutritional values that tuna delivers. It is a fat burner. It has omega-3 that regulates your weight, helps you with the digestive system. It's low calorie, DHA as well for your mind development. And then adding an active lifestyle is a way by which you can partially or pursue this fitness goal. So, therefore, we conceptualized, after a lot of thought, Century Tuna Superbot Ageless. What's different is we added a new age group, which Cheska will talk about later. But I will preempt a little bit because, as you know, the Facebook, the digital campaign has been running for a few days now, and even the TV commercial. We added an age group 38 to 50 years old. Kung merong beyond 50 sasali dyan, kami will still encourage them, how do you call this, accept them at the go-see. Let's see if they can compete against the 38 to 50. It's just like, it just bookends the competition, but it's not necessarily a hard stop rule that we won't take people above 50. Mga 52. So anyway, so we added the new age group, and then we're doing it at a very exciting, the latest, and probably the biggest ever event place, go-to, place to be seen place in the Philippines, probably in Asia, the Cove Manila at the Okada. We have here Patrick and Jessica who are from Cove. We thank them for their support and participation to Superbots. Maraming salamat. Superbot has become so big. There are other sponsors that are coming in. We're even giving away a car No, we're giving a car. Chevy has agreed to participate, and we'll be giving away a Chevy Trax to one of the winners, not necessarily the Superbot winner, but the Superbot candidate or contestant that best represents the ideals and I guess the equity that Chevy Trax stand for. So we also are adding side events. As you know, we bring you to Boracay. We have that beach, day in the beach and all of that. And you might think maybe there's not enough opportunity to see our superbots in action. We're making among the more exciting events that we're happy to announce is we're going to do a Century Tuna Superbot underpants run here in Metro Manila. So, um, so it's essentially running a 10K, 5K, or 3K race in your underwear to showcase your super bond. So palakasan ng loob talaga yan. Pero we've been staging it for 3 years already in Subic quite successfully with a growing participation. So I join it every year, but I just stay at the back and I try to make sure no one takes my picture. So nakakaroon. So, but those are actual pictures of Superbot, the underpants run. So it will be on April 8th at the Phil Invest area. So in public, we're encouraging everyone to show their own version of, their best version of Superbots at the Century Tuna Superbots underpants run at the Phil Invest. So finally, I just want to thank all of you again and encourage you, whether you are a millennial, whether you are a superbot, or whether you are ageless, fitness need not be time-bound. Fitness is a choice. Everyone, we can all be ageless. Thank you very much. Good evening.
Thank you so much, Sir Greg Banson. Another round of applause, please.